I'm going to be making a little blackened catfish, blackened white drum, freshwater drum. And the first step is to make sure all of your fillets are fairly dry, and then we're just going to take a little bit of olive oil and just lightly rub a little olive oil on each one. And then we'll go through all of the seasoning that we're going to put on it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put a little seasoning on these, and I'm going to start off with just a little bit of cayenne pepper. We're just going to sprinkle it lightly over the top of these. You don't want to get them just real covered with this because you're going to put multiple seasonings on them, and this here is just a little wild game seasoning. We'll just put a little light sprinkling of that on there. And then a little garlic salt fairly lightly with some of that. And then we're going to put just a little bit of this seafood seasoning, another light sprinkling. Because it all adds up. You can't just get too heavy with any particular one spice. And then we've got just a little bit of onion powder. We'll put just a little light coat of onion powder on these. Now the next step is to get your pan about 3/4 hot. Okay, now my pan is heated up and it's pretty hot here. I'm going to go ahead and just put a real light little bit of olive oil in this pan, just to keep the fish from sticking a little bit, but it's not going to be swimming in it by any means. And then I'll go ahead and just lay my fillets in here. Perhaps can see, the timer is now set for 5 minutes. And we're going to just let this cook on one side, and it will get just a little bit blackened. You don't want it to burn, so every now and then reach over and grab the handle and just kind of swivel it around a little bit. Make sure it's not sticking, and then kind of watch that heat. I'm also going to throw just a little bit of garlic in there, that's diced up garlic, just because I kind of like the flavor of that. But they're fairly well seasoned already. 1 minute, but I'm going to go ahead and just sprinkle a little bit of garlic around in here, just because I like the flavor of toasted garlic. There we go. And you want to make sure and shake these around so that they're not sticking to the pan. They are going to get a little toasted on one side, however. Now my heat's on 3/4. And as I near that 5-minute mark, I may slowly turn it down, but then I'll turn it back up when I flip them over to the other side. Now we've been in there just about 4 minutes now, and we're getting ready to flip it over to the other side. I'm going to just put just a little bit of swizzling of olive oil in between these, just a slight little sprinkling, just to make sure there's always a little bit of something on the pan. That's pretty good. And then we'll just swizzle them around in there. Okay, the timer's going off now. I'm going to reset it up to 5 minutes again. And we'll go ahead and turn these puppies over. You can see that's kind of got a nice little black and toasty look to it. Okay, the timer's going off again. They've had their 5 minutes on each side. As you can see, they're pretty well toasted on both sides, and they are ready to come off the fire. So I'll go ahead and get them on a plate, and we'll see how they look. Okay, there you have blackened catfish with a little summer squash on the side. It's a little bit spicy for some folks' taste, but still pretty tasty. So hope you enjoyed, and y'all have a great summer.